Hello everybody, I am the Solo Gamer, and welcome back to Beyond Earth Rising Tide, the first 250 turns of the game, as Chungsu. So, we're back in the game, we have a lot of things to kind of work on, we're exploring the world, we're excavating undiscovered locations like this sunken vehicle, which may be alien in origin, we don't know yet. We're also taking a look at this marvel, which is a meteorite crater, a massive meteor crashed into the planet. And we have to find the different collision zones around the entire world, which we haven't found one yet, but hopefully we find that before the end of the 250 turns. We're on turn 21. There's still a long way to go, but I'm excited. So let's continue going here. Build this farm, and next turn. We're also moving our city right now down to the bottom right. So we expand our city 3 tiles this way. Okay, let's go ahead and move you over here. And we'll get to that sunken vehicle and hopefully find another artifact. We have, I believe, 1 artifact right now? Yeah, we have 1 artifact, which is the personal meditation helmet. But we need 2 more to actually create another advancement or discovery. So hopefully we get those. We also have another explorer, actually, on its way to the progenitor ruin. Where'd it go? Oh, right there. Okay, yeah, you're coming all the way down here. And hopefully we find an artifact over there so we can kind of get that... that new advancement rather soon here. Oh, yes! Colony initiative! Let's get the new colony set up somewhere. Should this be a land one? We haven't really explored much of the land. But we do need a land colony for, you know, land vehicles and stuff like that. Just trying to figure out where the best location would be for that. Well, maybe not. No, because we don't really need land vehicles in this game. I don't really think we'll get into war much, because the map is pretty big, and we only have 250 turns, like I said. I will build a land colony eventually, but I don't think so right now. We're going to go ahead down here, where it's telling me to go, because there's sea vents, there's xenomass, there's plankton. That's new, I haven't seen that one yet. Just stuff like that, so let's come down here. Hopefully we get over here very, very easily and not... Actually, you know what? Why am I going here when I could be going... Okay, so if we go right here, that's 1, 2... No, if we go here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3... Yeah, right there is perfect, because we can grab all of these resources in this entire area. So right there. I don't know why it's telling me to go there. Maybe because of the land? You know, I don't know. Now, that being said, I can, of course, move my city. So, you know what? Starting down here might be better. And then we can move it up 1 and around and all that stuff. So, yeah, we'll do that. That's one thing to keep in mind as well, is that you can move the aquatic bases, which is, again, something that's just... It's really, really nice. Okay, found an outpost. Yes, we're going to found that outpost and finish that mission. Okay, you're done with that. Awesome. Let's go over here to the chitin and work on that. Let's create a paddock. A nice little paddock for these little guys to kind of walk around. Although they're not really walking around, are they? Oh, there they go. Yep. I thought they were dead. Which would not have been a great source of chitin. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. Next turn. Now there are... Oh, there are hydrocoral around the area. So we might have to actually clear these guys out. I'm not sure what happens if you get them inside of your city radius, but... I really don't want to... I mean, I do want to find out, but I don't think much will happen. Because you can have an alien nest in your city radius, and sure, they become allied to you over a certain amount of time, but I'm not sure what happens if you get a hydrocoral in there. Probably nothing. But, you know, we can see. I don't know what that thing at the top was. There was something about our advisor, our military advisor. I don't know. That was interesting. Okay, well, we have a quest decision, which is the construction of the trade depot is practically complete. Yes. So, streamline it for storage or streamline it for trade? I definitely want the trade because we're -3 right now per turn, and I definitely want that to come back up. All right. Perfect. We're still moving. 2 turns to actually move to this tile. But for the time being, we're going to settle right here. All right. And we received a free patrol boat because we completed the mission. Okay. Get scouting, buddy. I don't know where you're going to go. Okay, so that's completed. That's completed. More resource pods discovered. We're going to get a lot of resources here. So the archipelago map obviously has a lot of room to expand when it comes to patrol boats, because it's a lot easier to actually explore the land, or rather the world, because the patrol boats have more movement than the explorer unit or a regular unit on land would. They don't have the obstacles as you would find on land, like marsh, rivers, hills, mountains, stuff like that. They can kind of just easily glide through the water and explore more, really. So I really like the whole exploring side of things when it comes to the aquatic cities and stuff like that. Expedition completed of the derelict settlement, which was the progenitor ruin, I think. No. I don't know, actually. Oh, this one, which was the sunken vehicle. That's what it was. Okay. It found no survivors, but did find records from the last desperate days of a failed settlement. A psycho-historical analysis of their struggles has provided your people with insight on how to avoid the mistakes they made, providing 36 culture. So this was not alien in origin, but it was still very interesting to kind of, I guess, uncover. Sure. Another 23 science, and a silver pont navigational gyroscope in pristine condition. A navigational instrument used to locate a spacecraft's position relative to Earth. With the advent of extraplanetary space ventures, the demand for instrumentation used to locate Earth became increasingly important to astronauts and cosmonauts. Of course, yeah, definitely. This invention from the Silver Pont Company allowed space travelers to rest a bit easier, knowing Earth was 90% guaranteed to be in that direction. Great. I guess we have 2 now. We need 1 more to complete the thing here. Again, we got this after the fact, but we discovered ecology, which gives us a vivarium, an ultrasonic fence, a thermohaline rudder, thermaline rudder, which gives us the ability to move the city at less production cost, and the ability to clear miasma. Very nice. Okay, why don't you excavate this, please? Choose production. You finally moved over, which is perfect. We have that extra radius now. Let's go ahead and grab the ultrasonic fence. I'm not sure if this works on the Hydra Coral, but if it pushes them out of the way, that'd be great. Yeah, let's do that. Because nothing's popped down yet, I can't really trade with anybody. These guys are way too far away, I think. Well, they might not be, but I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of a long distance. Alright, and research. Well, let's see. What do we have? We have a submarine over here. Laboratory for science. Recycler. Reveals petroleum on the map as well. Yeah. I think chemistry is a good way to go. Spy agency. Network. Yeah, let's go with chemistry. Just for the time being, because, I mean, petroleum doesn't really matter to us right now, but if we can work it, it's still, you know, if we can find out where it is and then move our cities in that location, it's going to be great for us in the long run. Okay, so we discovered another artifact, the suspended animation chamber, which is kind of battered, but that doesn't really matter. A cryogenic containment device used to transport colonists aboard. Seed ships, which I guess are the colony ships. Chambers like this would keep their human cargo in a state of perpetual slumber, administering the medicine needed to prolong their lives. Referred to as the ice boxes by their users, some chambers were even adjustable to accommodate colonists of specific shapes and sizes. Okay, interesting. Let's go ahead and actually work on this discovery now. Which is a pan-spectral observatory, which is a new building. Plus 100 production for orbital units and 2 city orbital strike range. I'm not sure that's going to come into handy right now, but that's definitely pretty good. So plus 100 production for each orbital unit. Does that mean that we have to work more production? Or, you know, I don't know. I think that's taking it off, actually. But I could be confused with the way it's written. I don't know. We'll see. Oh! Hey!
The personality traits you currently have don't seem as useful anymore.
Thank you, thank you. I'll explain that by myself. Okay, Explorer. Yep, go over there. You can come back in the water. Yeah, go to the shells. Okay, so we have 130 capital, which I don't know why it's telling this to me now, because we don't have 150. Well, excuse you, advisor, for not knowing. I'll explain once I get to 150. Oh! Right, so this is Al-Falah, one of the new sponsors in the game. Right, so, where are you? I don't know, but you get yield from city developments increased by 150%. Holy crap. That's really good. Understood. Great. So you're over here. So we can definitely trade with you. That's... What was that? Agreement recommendation. Strategic supply network is available. The service could be valuable for our economic development. Okay, so 60 energy was grabbed from that resource pod, but yeah. Hello. Let's go cooperative. Yes. I accept and go back to her. Okay, strategic supply network. Energy maintenance for military units reduced by 15%. Absolutely. But do I want to do this or wait for 150? Yeah, let's do it. This doesn't work for you. Well then fine, goodbye. Excuse me for being cooperative. Goodness me. I'm sorry for wanting to work with you. Right, anyway, quest decision. So, several new ventures wish to establish their operation near our territory. Perfect, we get the first station near our area. So it looks like we can either get 4 culture, or 1 food, 1 energy, and 2 culture. Well, I definitely think I'm going to go with the Golden Bell Temple because it just has a lot more resources. So let's go ahead and do that. Which is actually right over here. Perfect! Yes! Alright, let's go ahead and actually work on... again, there we go. Let's go in here, work on a trade vessel. Yeah, I think so. That way there we can kind of trade to both the station and Ard, which is over here. I'm not sure if we can actually trade with them. Let's see, trade route overview. Available routes. We can... Oh, we can trade to Citadella. That's crazy. Okay, well... Yeah, we're gonna grab... How many do we have? We have a total of... It's up here somewhere. 1 trade route. Crap. Well, which one's gonna be better for us? So, we're gonna be getting 5 gold from going to Citadella. You know what? I like that. But actually, it's gonna be 6 if we want to go to Ard. We'll see once we build it, because we really don't know what we can do at this point in time. Actually, let's get gift economy, which is 3 energy for each of our trade routes. Alrighty. Yes, why don't you work on that crash satellite, please? And you can keep working on the improvement here. Alright, we need this outpost to kind of build up. I want another city right now. Currently, we have 6 health. I'm not sure if we're going to be okay after we build this outpost, but we'll definitely build a clinic immediately once we can. That being said, I should build another worker as well. We need another worker. Perfect. And I'm not going to build right here because eventually I want my city to come back and sit right here. I just want to keep expanding it just so I can keep, you know, growing my tiles. Now, of course, the only problem with, you know, moving my city away is that if I move too far away from a resource, it can't work it. It has the same radius as any other city. It's just I'm moving it around. So I don't want to move it too far away from, you know, the things that it's working on. Which isn't too hard to actually, you know, do. I can move it around a pretty good distance before it can't work on most of the things around here. So, we'll just have to keep that in mind. Come down here first. Then we're going to go over to the crashed lander. And then up to the progenitor ruin. And then back. Okay. So, we're working on 4. That's still not enough. I'll wait until we have the extra population. Then pop this solar collector down. And of course, we're still waiting on, oh! Hey there! Another sponsor made landfall. Awesome. Okay, more culture. And another artifact, Near Lightspeed Accelerator, a laser-based propulsion technology. These particle accelerators were a failed attempt at developing an incredibly fast means of powering spacecraft. But wait, a failed? Oh man. The significant venture, backed by multiple investors, failed to achieve a viable solution in time for seed ship travel. Alright, well, it looks pretty cool though. So, what do you do on your own? 60 science. That's not really worth it for me right now. I think I want to keep creating the developments and discoveries and stuff like that. Just to see what they are, because I've only discovered those first 2. But anything after that, I really don't know anymore. So, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Okay, you are done, really. Let's go over here then and work on some farming. Any quests that I don't know about? Mine the meteorite craters. Build the vivarium. Right, what am I doing with the thing here? I need to build a vivarium. Oh! What? Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why can't I build the vivarium? Can only be constructed in land cities. That is... Okay. Alright, I understand that now. So, that stinks. Well, that quest won't be done for a while. Because I can't really build another outpost because my health is going to drop once this one's done. So, I'm going to need to just wait a little while after. Well, that gives us time to explore, I suppose. Oh, hey there. You guys are kind of close. Okay, 70 energy. Perfect. Alright, let's build this farm. Another quest line. For your eyes only, research computing. Yes, this is the spy mission, which we'll get to eventually. Expedition is done. Crash satellite. We found useful scrap, which gives us 80 production in the capital. And another person. Great.
A 4-billion-year-old world's worth of resources shared among a handful of people. We're gonna make a fortune here.
Absolutely, and finally it spoke because it wasn't, you know, interrupted by the pop-ups around it. So we had discovered chemistry, which gives us the submarine, the laboratory, the recycler, it reveals petroleum on the map, which I can already see some, and petroleum well, which allows us to actually use this the petroleum resource. Do we have any near us? Yes, we do! Look at that! 2 petroleum here. None over here, but that's alright. We have 2 right there, and that's perfect. So petroleum, I think, is used for, yeah, used by many orbital units. So that's going to come in handy a little bit later. If we have time to actually build orbital units. We might not. Okay. We are going to go into... probably computing, right? So we just unlocked chemistry, which the next one would give us Xeno Siren. Attracts nearby alien units to the affected area. Water refinery. Can only be constructed by aquatic or coastal cities. Ooh. +1 production from water tiles. Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, let's do that. That looks really, really nice. So here is the leashing alien units thing right there in alien life form. So what we'll do is we'll go to biochemistry first. Genetics. Oh, I hit caps lock instead. Genetics and alien life forms. Yeah, I really like that. Okay, where are you going next? You can go up here. But that thing might still be over here. That big, what was it called? The Makara. That big, creepy, crab-like monster. It might not be there, though. But do we want to risk it? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Plus, it's another crashed satellite, which they don't really give us much. So... Actually, you don't have any more modules. I'm sorry. Come back home. And the Makara is gone, so we'll actually stop by this resource pod and then come back home. We have to go back home, of course, to replenish our modules, but then we can send them right back out, and we can send them in the... yeah, we can send them up here. There's 2 alien skeletons, and there's probably countless more things up in here. Oh, 3 alien skeletons. 1, 2, and 3. So we'll definitely grab those 3 before we decide to do anything else. Right, well, that's going to do it for this episode again. We've gone... Well, we're up to turn 36, so we still have a lot more in the game to kind of work out. But it's coming along nicely. So, yeah, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and definitely stay tuned for more.